today I'm making cookies, but I want to start the morning off right and finally try this whipped coffee that, you know, you've seen it on TikTok. It's a big trend. I want to try it. So I couldn't find like powder. I don't know if this is how it's sold, but this is like instant espresso, so it should work. I also don't know how much is in a packet, and it's like a tablespoon, so I'm like, I really don't know. But it's a tablespoon of coffee, technically a tablespoon of sugar, but we're doing 2. And then a tablespoon of hot water, and then we just mix that baby up. So I have my measuring thing. I realized that this spoon is big, but I don't trust the measurements on that. So it like doesn't say anywhere on it if it's a tablespoon. It says like it's ounces. Maybe I should know how to convert that, but I was gonna like bite into it, and I realized that would be bad, so I gotta open this with my fingies. I had multiple difficulties opening this packet, and I think it's good foreshadowing for how the rest of the day goes, because I had many difficulties pretty much doing any basic task. Ooh, the scissors stuck together. All right. I hope this is like enough for 1 full tablespoon. All right, so it feels like so much. All right, so it's not a full tablespoon, but I feel like this is a lot of coffee, and I'm not trying to die, you know? So, well, it smells really good. I love the smell of coffee. Like, ooh, that smells nice. All right, so coffee's in. Sugar. And while I measure out the sugar, I don't know why I'm saying it like that, I'm gonna heat up some water. Suggy time. Alright, so I don't want to dip the dirty coffee spoon into the thing, so I'm gonna take the spoon that I'm mixing with, pour it into the tablespoon. I don't know. I'm spilling some extra, so that's fine. Yeah, that's like 1. All right, let's do like a little bit of another, because I spilled some extra anyway. All right, so it's basically like 2 that I put in there. I'm trying to get all the extra coffee, because there's still like coffee. It's gonna be all on my finger now, but that works. I just need a tablespoon of hot water, and then I should be able to mix it into my glass with ice. I got my water, and she's steaming and was starting to kind of boil in there, so I think she's hot enough. So I'm just gonna pour it onto the spoon and then into the cup, and hopefully that will get the remaining like coffee things. Oh, like it's already dissolving. Okay. Haha. All right, and then you just to mix it until it whips, so I'll show you that. Okay, it literally smells so good, guys. Like, oh my god. I don't know how long you have to mix this, but the sound is kind of annoying. Okay, so I'm mixing this, and I feel like I didn't add enough hot water, because I feel like the sugar is not dissolving in it. But like, the water was hot. Maybe I should have put it on longer. I don't want to like retry it, so if this doesn't work, I don't know how long you have to mix it for, but I don't want to stop and like, you know, lose my progress. Okay, so after looking it up online and trying to figure it out, I'm now whisking it. I think maybe it said something. It said 2. Every recipe I've seen says 2, and I kind of just did that in half. So I feel like that shouldn't affect it. Like, it should still do what it did, just in tiny amounts. It's like literally not getting any harder. And I try to whisk, because all the TikTok recipes are they're using whisks. If this is a representation of how my cooking is going to go today, getting any harder. All right, I'm gonna whisk it very fervently. It's 35. I'm gonna whisk it till 40. If it does not whip by 40, I'm starting from scratch. Okay, y'all, it's working. It's working. It's getting like lighter. I don't know if you can really see, but it is. I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a little dance. I guess you like need to use a whisk. I don't know. It's still a little like liquidy, but I feel like it's gotten there enough for me because my arm hurts and I just want caffeine. TikTok made it look so easy. Peaks, it's supposed to make peaks. This is how I'm holding the whisk, by the way, in case you want to know how I'm doing mentally. I'm letting out all my aggression. I'm gonna break this freaking bowl. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it tastes delicious. And I'm gonna put on some milk and ice and we're gonna drink it. I got my iced milk. It's just gonna pour it. Yum! Oh god. That looks like gross, kind of. It looks like, I'm not even gonna say it. I need like a spoon. I need to go get the spoon to scrape it out. I'm gonna mix it up and hope that does something. That like tastes really good. Like, I think it would have tasted better if it was whipped cream, but like, still kind of really slaps. So overall it failed, but like it didn't look how it's supposed to look, but it tastes so good. So like, did I really lose after all? I realized the recipes I have make 130 cookies. Whomst needs 130 cookies, because that's 260 cookies if I'm making 2. I also don't have enough baking trays for 130 cookies. So the cookies are like, we don't know how big these cookies are gonna be, but it really, like, the recipe doesn't call for a lot of like ingredients, so like I don't think this is gonna be hard. Like, I feel like they're not gonna be that many cookies, and like, if anything, we said if we have that much dough, I can always like save some of the dough, and I'm just gonna try to make all the cookies and just like give them to family. Like, I have family down the street, be like, do you want some cookies? Guys, my neighbor, do you want some cookies? I'll just be giving out cookies to work and everyone because Amanda made too many. I'm hopping on the TikTok trend, so haha, I'm so quirky. Look at me in pajamas. I'm not even saying anything. I also wore my Easter socks because they're Easter cookies. Okay, so I'm gonna start walking now. Like, I just left my house, but I'm still in my backyard. But can y'all hear me? Oh, I hope you can. Anywho, but I'm gonna not film while I'm out because I'll be wearing like a mask and gloves. And if I wear a mask and gloves and then touch all up on my phone, it literally defeats every purpose ever. So stay safe, y'all. All right. I have all my ingredients, and now I'm going to get cooking. I'm gonna make the mocha ones first because I'm a little more excited for those. Combine milk, espresso powder, and vanilla in a small bowl. Let's do that. I have a small bowl. I need 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 tablespoon of instant espresso powder. So this was like just under a tablespoon. So instead of opening 2, I'm just gonna use this one. And okay, like, it literally smells so good, like with the vanilla and the coffee. Like I kind of just want to, like, you know, that'd be disgusting, but like I want it. Now I need my flour, my cocoa, and my baking powder. So I need 3 cups of flour. Right, it says unbleached and this is bleached, but we're just gonna still go for it because I don't really care. Just like open this, right? So we're gonna get 1 cup in here. Oh, that made a noise. A little bit more. Call it 1. Okay, 1 cup. I think this bowl is too tiny, but we're gonna do it anyway. Well, I definitely used too tiny of a bowl. Like, this bowl is already filled and I still need to add another cup. So we're gonna shift it to over here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And this will be better. All right, the last cup of flour is to go in the thing now. Okay, so now I have to add the cocoa powder. They only had one type of cocoa powder at the store, and it was Hershey's Dark. But it said unsweetened, so I guess this will be less sweet. So I don't know if it'll like. Whoa! I just dipped my finger in the powder. I didn't realize it was so far to the top. Just 2 tablespoons. So. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do so much cleaning after this nightmare. Then I have to whisk to combine. So we saw this morning whisking is not my forte, but this is flour, so this seems easy. All right. This is like an all-day event, ladies and gentlemen. In a large mixing bowl, combine the butter and the sugar. Okay, la cups de azúcar. There's some like hard pieces. Oh, do you have enough? That'd be so cute. That has to settle. That's, yeah, just about 1 cup. Alright, so now I'm supposed to mix all this. Technically it was a professional like mixer, which we don't have, into light and fluffy, so butter and sugar. It wants us to mix it with the mixing beater or paddle setting, which we don't have, but I have this, and this is like a paddle, and I think this is what it would kind of look like, so we're just gonna it's at room temperature, and the butter is kind of at room temperature. Okay, I should have cubed this butter a lot. I should have softened this. It didn't say soften though. It's gonna take forever. So attempting to mix butter and sugar without apparently beaters or whatever isn't great. And apparently, I guess I thought it was room temperature, and apparently it's not, because this is not mixing, and I don't know how long it's gonna take to get light and fluffy. It's currently 1:30. I am microwaving the butter because it is not soft enough, so I'm just gonna like take the little butter things out and put them in a cup. Alright, so it be cooking. You know, the girl from Magazine Han said that it's a piece of cake to bake. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. And she lied. She lied. She really lied, because this is not a piece of cake for me. So we had a mixer all along. So now I'm gonna use it because it wasn't working. And my ass is dumb. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Okay. It says off. Oh my god. This stuff is like getting stuck in there. My grandmother is coming to help. Little update for the camera. This is very hard. And it looks good. It looks chocolatey, but it's difficult. All right, update. We've made the dough. It tastes good. And now we're filling it into the cookie presser. If this doesn't work, let me just say I'm suing my hopes and dreams.
I'm gonna put the Cafe Disco up here with this stuff.
You're gonna put it in there? Okay. Went on so easy before.
This is.
If things were not going downhill already, this is when they start to get really, really frustrating and bad. Ah! No, it went on so easy before, but dough apparently complicates things. Align the ridges inside the tube with the outside corners of the shaft disc. That is what I am doing. Then my grandmother attempted to take a stab at it, and we were both struggling really hard. Come on! Then we called my mother down because she had a little more experience with it, and we thought she could help. Before pressing your first cookie, all the air pockets must be out of the dough. To do so, hold the on-off button until the dough just starts to be pressed out of the disc. How am I going to know if it starts getting pressed?
Because you'll be able to tell. Just push the button. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's all pushed out. It looks like, yeah, it's starting to come out.
Okay. Oh, it did something. Okay. Okay, shush. All right. To form a cookie, hold the button down for 1 to 2 seconds, depending on the type of dough you prepare or the disc you're using. All right. After pressing for 1 to 2 seconds, deftly lift the cookie from the pan, and then repeat to press your next cookie, and so on. All right, ready? All right. 1, 2.
Stick dough.
The cookies are in the oven. I'm praying this works. I'm gonna keep doing it. We still have so much dough, so we shall see. So these cookies, right? They're supposed to look like hearts. So I just went to check on them in the oven to make sure they're not burning, right? And I just want to show you what they look like. They came out of the cookie press in hearts. And look at what they look like right now. Look at what they look like. They're circles. They're big circles. Okay, so next I'm going to try a different disc that seems like it has a bigger hole, and then a different disc and a different rack, because I think that maybe they're too high up on the rack. I don't know. All right, so this is what the new batch is supposed to look like. They're supposed to be flowers, so I really hope they come out like flowers. Put it on a lower rack. Okay. Alright, so these ones are also circles. Okay, so these ones came out with some shape, which is actually kind of exciting. These ones are all kind of clumpy, and these are just like dough balls that I made. So this is the last batch of cookies. So all the cookies are baked. I've had like 5 of these. They're actually really good. You can see some of them did actually get a little flowery shape. I think it just has to do with the specific type of dough, the shape you're using, and which rack you put it on in the oven. They all factor into it. So I have some for my friend and some for my family, and I'm going to deliver them tonight. I'm going to write them little notes and put them on their porch and tell them to go outside and get them. Then these are all for us. And now I have to do the dishes. Please enjoy what I think is this kind of cool looking video of me cleaning my dishes. This is the worst angle, but I have the cookies. I'm going over to drop them off at my family's house and my friend's house. Yeah. So I FaceTimed my friend and told her to come outside, and for some reason the audio didn't record, which is really, really annoying, but she was really shook. She didn't think I was outside, and I told her to come outside, and she was so freaking confused, but it was really funny. I didn't get any footage of giving it to my family, but here's my friend's reaction nonetheless. I filmed it through FaceTime, so you just have to look at the zoomed in version of like my little video box. Just as a little update, I'll read to you exactly what she said about the cookies. She said, thank you so much. They are bomb. Then she asked what type of cookies they were, and then she said 10 out of 10. So I think I did a good job then. And then she gave me an air hug and left. Alright guys, after almost 4.5 hours of making cookies, I am done for the day, and that is all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was so much fun to do. I hope everyone's staying safe and happy and well at home. Try making some cookies. Yeah. Okay guys, and I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm gonna do a fan of the week. And today I actually have 3 fans that I want to call out who were so loving and accepting of me on my last video. So the first one is Bob Tossworth, and he left a lovely comment. I really tried to like your review and follow your journey, but once your only way you could describe Grace was the cursive girl, I realized you were just a vapid TikToker, and I figured that was a good stopping point and had to leave. And I really appreciate that honest feedback. I love that you think I'm famous or like good on TikTok. I really don't have any views, but if you want to prove this fan right and make his dreams come true, please make sure to go follow my TikTok down below, the whole handle, and go like all my TikToks, go view all of them, go share all of them, you know. My second one is Jay Rick, and he commented, why are you constantly repeating this bad word with cursive talking, cursive singing? Did TikTok finally erase all your own thinking? I didn't bother much to hear what you think of the rest of the movie, because parroting this bull on and on is for me the point to leave. By the way, maybe you'll check out her live performance of Today and Tomorrow or 13 on Jimmy Kimmel's show. That's not cursive singing. It doesn't exist anyway. But art. Have a nice one. Thank you for wishing me a good day and giving me the great video recommendations. And last but not least, Greg Cadman, who actually only 17 minutes ago, so like crazy, wrote that cursive is in your brain. Grace is so far beyond cursive girl. Learn to respect those that are literally your betters. There's a reason Grace was cast as the lead with no acting experience. The only thing I have to say to that one is, you can like give me advice about how to learn, and I really appreciate that, except I do have some acting experience, so I'm actually a little better than Grace in that sense. In fact, I was the fork in Beauty and the Beast, and I was also a nun in The Sound of Music, so I think that just gives me a bigger resume, you know. But thank you so much, Greg Cadman, for your advice. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank all of them so much for leading the way for double the dislikes than likes on my last video. I just really appreciate it. I love that my fans are so supportive in disliking all my videos. So that's my fans of the week. If you want to be a fan of the week, leave a comment down below and I'll shout you out next week. All right, and in honor of my fans, because they love my cursive speak, I think I'll do my outro in cursive speak. All right, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you. I'll see you next Saturday at 3. Bye guys.